you want that variety there.
Yeah.
You don't want to just have politics all the time.
That's what I'm saying.
And just like have a 5-minute segment for sports. That's it. Like, you know.
Saints won today. All right, let's go to Donald Trump.
Weather for 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's so stupid. I totally agree with you, man. Yeah.
Yeah. That's how it is, dude.
That's so dumb. I totally agree. Man, I hope my parents watch this right now, man.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 714 podcast. Today, I got my man Robert here.
Yes, sir.
You know, he's this is the first time we're together in so long.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like I was just telling him right now. It's been over 6+ years since I've seen you in person.
Yeah, I
saw you on Zoom the last time for the podcast, but now it's in person, which is cool, man. So, yeah. Thank you for having me, big time, man. It's awesome.
Like I said, like in the past, the episodes that I do with people together, it's just a different feeling.
Oh yeah,
all together.
Yeah. So you were saying, I can already feel it. Like the whole entire vibe's different, right? The whole setting, sure, but like even just being in person and be able to connect, it's big time. It's totally different. Because I was on the computer, man. I was like,
yeah. You just look at a screen and shit. Like that's all.
It's different. I like it big time.
And then even the conversation before, like we were talking for like 30-40 minutes before this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, right now.
Yeah, like now.
Yeah. Well, just trying to catch up and stuff. And stuff, everything is. And then we're talking about like how Sam, sits right here and everything.
Yeah, like learning about everything here. So.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I think the last time we saw each other in person was at an art class, if you remember. That art class at SEC in high school.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Over the summer.
Yeah.
I was trying to recollect my thoughts for that one. That's right.
Dude.
I forgot.
Remember that art class? That? Yeah.
Okay, I didn't. I took a W, but I had to. It was kind of hard. And I was like getting my first like college class. Yeah. So I didn't get up to that. But no, yeah.
Yeah, to explain that to everybody else, like we took this art class that was basically a college class that you take in high school. Mm-hmm. And
just to kind of get like more like of credits before and ahead of.
And this is what sucked about the class, and you'll probably agree to this. The class, it was Monday through Thursday, right? Yeah. Monday through Thursday. We had Friday off, but each class was 3 hours long. 3 hours.
It wasn't even like, and then you had like a not even 15-minute break.
Yeah, not even 15
for lunch,
bro.
Man. I was hungry as hell. I agree, man. I think that's another reason.
I think the only reason I was able to do that was because I was in high school. And in high school, you're used to waking up early. You're used to like that 6 a.m.
Oh, that's right. What time was that class at? It was like 11 to 3 or something like that, right?
No, I think it was before lunch. Like we had like that 15-minute at like 10.
Okay.
And then another 2 hours.
Okay.
So I think it was like 8:39 or
that's crazy. That's
something like
stuff.
that.
Yeah, no, I took a W with that one, dude.
Yeah.
That's my only W in college, so it's not bad.
But I actually learned a good amount.
Because that was art history, right? It wasn't about like how to draw and stuff like that, how to paint. It was art history.
I'm glad it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
Because that would have been a lot of more work.
It kind of messed me up too, like the art history about it. I like learning about the history and all that stuff, but it was more like, man, I was in here to draw and sketch.
Yeah, that was the first time I've ever been in a college classroom that's
like
huge.
Environment.
Yeah, that.
Oh yeah, I think
it was like
I think that how much people
100-person auditorium.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that was a cool little class.
Yeah, and the tests were like just pictures, bro. It was just
hard.
Pictures.
I'm telling you, it was hard. That's why.
Yeah, like you gotta. It was all memorizing. Is the thing.
It's like muscle memory stuff. Just had to study and stuff like that. So
yeah, like
it's class. So.
It's finding like basically the whole class is which painting did the artist draw? Like that's all it is.
Yeah.
Like match. Who drew this? What kind of style is this?
Right,
like they show the picture.
Yeah.
And you just like match it up.
I had to pay attention. Yeah. And I think one of the reasons too is I had a friend in that class that just like we just like laughed and giggled and stuff, so it distracted me big time. So I think that's another reason probably why I didn't take it so serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nah. I regret it. But I passed my art class now, so it's all good. I think I passed with like an A, but it's cool.
But you like art, right? Like you like drawing
like
and shit.
The history's cool. I don't really know too much about it, but more like drawing and sketching and stuff like that. Yeah, I do enjoy that. That's like a little hobby, or at least a little side thing I try to get in every once in a while. So
yeah. What do you like drawing mostly?
It's funny because like what I'm trying to do, it's totally opposite. So basically, I mean, I'll get to your question right now, but I'm trying to be, you know, a cop, but deal with gangs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So what I draw is, it's funny because I draw like a lot of these cholas and I draw these like gangster drawings, and there's some other drawings that I draw that are pretty like neat and stuff like that. But I just think it's funny because I do opposite of what I'm trying to do. So, but no, I like to draw little things like that, and it takes. I've gotten so used to it that it's pretty quick now.
Yeah.
I can get a sketch done like within like, you know, maybe less than 10 minutes, and it's, you know, as long as I get, and the hair is the hardest part for me. I don't know why I find it, but the hair and the lips are like the hardest part for me. But
but
everything
like
else,
I talked to an artist last week, and like, dude, I told him straight up, like, I can't draw for shit. Like, if you tell me to draw anything, I can't draw.
But he's more like painter, right?
Yeah, he could paint, but like, I think he sketches first. Everything out too first. So
his little like blueprint first, and then hit it up. All right,
But to paint and that's not like my kind of forte right there. So
exactly. Nah. We're all different too, man. But it's not. Yeah, I do enjoy it. I do. I do. It's cool.
Yeah, the art is just something like you just have to express yourself in any way you can. Like,
that's
really.
how art is, and there's so much. How would I say it? So much different areas you can explore and perceive in art. So most people do their art, you know, in their homes, or maybe that's where they find their quiet place to kind of get their art. But if you see a lot of these other people, they're going to like, you know, like that guy that said he stayed in Mexico for what, 3 months, and he was doing all the art because probably he was outside seeing different perspectives and you know the inspiration. Yeah, and so I feel like that's how people kind of get their thoughts in art and their, you know, cognitive or whatever. But so I just kind of see art and like, I'm not too big in it, but I know that it's, if you go out and try to like do and see different things, you get a good inspiration, like you said. So, like it's pretty big.
Do you remember the art class that we had during elementary school? Like that this person would come in and she'd like talk
like an Indian tribal lady. And she always play that music and stuff. I know. It was cool. I liked it. I actually really enjoyed it.
Like, I'm glad we got to learn that
seriously.
Shit. Like at a young age.
It was really. And you know what? I still have all my art stuff in this like package that.
Really?
I still have it. I'm like, wow, I did this. I did that. I wasn't too bad, but it wasn't too shabby.
But like when she talked about really how these artists, like the interpretation of the art, you know, but like I don't think it should be like that where you nitpick and try to figure out like what the artist taught and shit. Like the artist, they just like saw something, you know, like Van Gogh didn't just say like, I'm gonna paint it like this exactly, and I want you to think this perspective on it.
Yeah, exactly. You know? Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So you think that's like they shouldn't have had taught it that way, or
like I'm just saying like people shouldn't nitpick and or like try to say that something is that something. I mean, yes, you have your own interpretation of what the artist did, and how like
they twisted it up.
Like how they did it and shit, but.
But I think it should be more perceived in your own way and how you want to do your own art.
And I don't think it should be that serious, you know?
Yeah, no. I agree with you.
Like artists just paint for fun and they have a good time.
Like how I do for fun for, you know, my drawings and stuff like that. You know?
Because the second it feels like you have to do it, like it's work and shit.
Oh,
like that's when
it's like you feel like it almost has to be a job and you gotta do it every day.
Yeah,
you gotta you know. When people just do it, you know, for a hobby or get out and try to get a sketch in for their book or whatever.
That's the toughest thing about actually like being an artist and getting money. Like that's your living. To be an artist.
Oh yeah, it's hard because you really got to be out there. It's like and you got to be unique with it, man. You got to be different too compared to some of these other people and stuff. So I agree with you.
Yeah,
big time.
Yeah, the artists, even in music, let's say like the top musicians like Kanye or something. They at first, you know, Kanye has changed different styles and everything, and people like hate him for it.
Big time.
But they all change and they all do different things, not because like that people are telling them, but it's just they need to find some more creative shit. Like they need to keep going.
Yeah, and I agree.
Or also just feel like work, like going in the studio, like and just talking and or singing. It's not fun.
No.
And you want it to be fun. That's why you do it. It's because
different.
You love that.
That's funny because I was watching, talking about Kanye and stuff like that, but we both love rap, right? We listen to that stuff. So I was watching this I guess it's like a podcast too, like this, but it was like a more of an interview stuff, and they were talking about like it was about A$AP Rocky, and he was talking about like his testing album.
Yeah.
How it's so different, and it's kind of like it doesn't sound how old Rocky used to sound. Well, he was just talking about like if he sounded like the same old Rocky, and he sounded, it might like the individuals, his fans and stuff like that, they might enjoy it and stuff like that. But if he sticks the same, and he has that same sound, then he said he's gonna feel like he's just doing this just because. So he wanted to get more of a surround sound, more of a universal like a hearing, and he wanted to change a little bit. So he was doing different types of beats, different types of producers, and trying to get other people that he usually doesn't get. So like I don't know if you ever heard of Call Drops with him and Kodak.
I don't think
he's
so.
In prison and he's talking.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like Kodak was in prison?
In prison, and he recorded him, and then he sent it out to A$AP Rocky. See, like that's just kind of so different to me, I feel like. So I mean, it's kind of funny and kind of messed up, but no, I found it just kind of like the whole testing album was really like perceived in a different tone and stuff like that. So I don't know. That's like how you were saying, like Kanye kind of has to see different perspectives and different hearings and stuff. That's like most artists try to change for like the better. I feel like some change, and they're not the best like how they were. But I get that, but for the most part, I feel like they do.
Some fall off because that's when you really understand an artist. If they like the one hit wonders, as they say, like those are the people that just want to make it viral, like a song. That's it for them.
Yep.
But others, they know that like this is their life, like this is everything to them, and they have to do it.
They're all into it.
Yeah,
that's true.
Because music is one of the hardest industries to break through, especially
it's trying to make it and stuff. Yeah, trying to put it through and everything go through. And
new artists, like because everybody wants to, especially now. I think as like we have microphones and shit. Like anybody could get this and make their music.
Yeah, man.
Like a laptop, there's programs. There's this, there's that. You have your friend come over. He makes beats.
Yeah, man.
You sing on it.
You can rap about really anything. You can rap about Nah, I mean I shouldn't say that. You can rap about literally anything, and you can get that.
Bring the mic up a little bit.
Oh, I said you can rap about anything, and you can basically have, like you said, a friend make beats and stuff like that, and it can go viral if you really put it out there and put out your perceives and stuff like that. So I agree with you, man. It's funny too. So
that's how it starts, I think, with a lot of artists. I know Drake. He said that at first he was just like messing around with writing lyrics and shit, and his friends knew how to make beats, and he just rapped over it. And
really?
Then,
oh wow.
Because at the time, he shot Degrassi.
Yeah.
You know that show?
Yeah. I never watched it, but
I never watched it either. But I think it was like early 2000s. I was still a kid and shit. So
exactly.
I didn't watch it, but he said that's how he first started, and he was just obsessed with it, and over time, like.
So he started when Degrassi was around then. A little bit before, right?
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
I think during the last few seasons he started doing the music.
Okay. Yeah. No, but Drake's overall, he's pretty good. I know he's your favorite, right?
Yeah, he's my favorite for sure.
Off top. Have you seen like all his like new like Nocta X Nike stuff? He's been dropping stuff like that. Some of that's pretty nice, honestly.
Now he's in a whole nother level. Like when I first listened to him, it wasn't anything like. At the time, it was pop. I think that was the biggest shit. Like Taylor Swift. Yeah. That was what's the number one.
I ain't never listened to her, man. Like, not once.
Gangnam Style and shit like that.
That stuff, nah. But yeah, I see what you're talking about. I see what you're saying.
Macklemore was number one.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that guy. That's right. Yeah. See, like that's like a one-time hit wonder, like you said.
I mean, he's made some. That whole album, like the thrift shop.
There you go.
Thrift shop, all those things. Like he's still like a good artist,
relevant.
But he's not there anymore.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was saying. Okay, yeah. Like a one-time hit wonder, right? Like like it was kind of like a one thing. Because I haven't really heard him make any more music, really.
Yeah, I mean, I've listened to some of his new stuff. It's good. It's good. Okay, it's not like it's terrible or anything.
Okay. Yeah, it's good.
But I guess people, tastes change with people.
Oh yeah,
like
big time.
At first, I mean, Taylor Swift is still huge and shit, but it's not the same as when she was in her like that first album,
that prime stuff.
Yeah, the prime. now Drake is in his prime.
Yeah,
like, this is where
right
it's
now
at.
would be literally his prime because he's going off right now. He really is. And we were just talking about that earlier about
this next album,
Certified Lover Boy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably gonna come out like this week, maybe. Like when this episode comes out.
Yeah,
like this shit, gonna be like this week. I hope.
Yeah, I think he said.
Or next week.
What's next Thursday or next Friday? Like the 20-something or something.
21st, 22nd
or something like that. Yeah. So he said he might drop it. If not, then I really don't know when, because he said January for sure. So
yeah, because like we said earlier, that he wanted to drop it earlier, I think, but just because all the shit happened,
been going on,
and
Capital and stuff and all that. Yeah, no.
What are your thoughts on that,
dude? See, like I always tell people straight up, like I don't know too much because I don't watch the news as much as like, you know, maybe like you or like even my mom and pops.
I don't watch the news.
Oh, you don't? Okay, so you just like read upon it and stuff like that, or
how most of the information I get is usually from a mix of like Twitter and the like news. Like there's a news app on iPhone. That just has articles and shit.
Oh yeah, see,
so
I got an Android, man. I can't really see. I don't even got Twitter either. I just got Instagram and Snapchat, so I don't really see the news.
Twitter's a fucking like just crazy.
Yeah,
like everybody just has their own opinion. They don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks.
Seriously, I've
and
seen
they
some
just
of that
go
stuff.
hard on troll.
Yeah, and I seen some of that stuff because people screenshot it and they post it on Instagram. So that's like, oh damn, really? Someone said that? All right.
Yeah, but I think it gives people like a full platform, like just their full thoughts out on there. Like Instagram has pictures mostly, and it's not like that great, but for communication purposes, really.
Twitter gives a chance to have people hear their voice out there and put it out there and stuff like that. So
because one person can like it and retweet it and other people retweet it and shit.
Exactly.
And then it becomes viral.
Yeah, I see. But to be honest, man, I don't really know, like the whole Capitol stuff and all that stuff. I think it's crazy. I think it's pretty freaking bizarre that all that stuff happened. It's very, very like disturbing, but I don't know too much about it. Like I don't even know too much about the whole Trump stuff. And I think what he got impeached twice.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah, that's stupid. What they're saying. Right? But
dude,
nah.
That's like the dumbest shit ever. Because Joe Biden, of course, like, dude, this week the episode's gonna drop, and like 2 days after that shit, like Wednesday or something, this man's gonna get like inaugurated into office already.
Right.
You don't need to impeach Trump right now, bro.
Right. No,
I think that's just like revenge or pitiful or something. Like you got a grudge on it.
Yeah.
So like,
freaking look at all the stuff he's did, man. Look at all the bullshit that's happened and stuff like that. Like I said, I don't know too much. I can't talk too much about it. I don't make myself look like a dummy out here. But I think he's just done so much to the country. That's like, it's like little kid shit, man. It's like, bro, it's literally like, come on, grow up a little, man. It's not even about the country anymore. It's just all about himself. He's a businessman, right? So he's that's what he wants. He wants the whole. I feel like it's the whole about the whole money and the look at me, the fame, and all that stuff. So
I think all politicians are like that, though.
You think so?
Yeah. Like none of them
really care about the whole country stuff and all that.
Even Clinton or any of them, like nobody actually cares. Like that goes into office. Like they don't have it like that. Because people don't understand like how corrupt it actually is.
Oh yeah.
It's actually corrupt. Like we think that third world countries are corrupt.
Nah.
We're just getting money. Like so it doesn't seem like we're a world economy.
Right.
So we could like hold up ourselves at the top spot.
Right.
But like you gotta understand, like they're taking in like the percentage, like they're stuffing their pockets.
Seriously, that's what I'm saying, man. It's all about the money here. It's not, literally. That's why it's just like kind of it's a little disturbing too. It's like these guys make so freaking ridiculous amount, and they're doing such a shitty job. Not their job. I mean, doing a shitty job at what they're doing. Yeah, because you got like this is a representative government, right? Like, and it's supposed to be the leader, man. Right? Yeah, it's supposed to be like, wow, we look up to this guy. Right? We're supposed to look up to this cat. We're supposed to. And he should, or he, she, whoever is president, should be a representation of the people. Yeah. Like that's why we vote like the majority shit to happen, because we want to know the people's thoughts, how they think, and what they want to do and stuff. Yeah.
Because if you don't even do that, then you're a dictator. Like, that's what that is.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I agree. But like I said, I can't talk too much about it because I really don't even know some of that happens.
You know this stuff. Like, don't sell yourself.
No, it's not even about that. Like, I don't watch the news enough to talk about what's going on in half the world. Like, I've seen some stuff, and the only stuff I've seen, like, is because of, my mom and dad put it on the news. So I'm like, all right, I'm watching it. I'm like, shit, that really happened. That's crazy. Like, the cop died and the cop was getting squished because that happened. Wow, that's, and I'm seeing everything, but I'm not like really, not understanding, but really not paying attention to the whole, like, impeachment stuff and all this other stuff. I really don't know, like, exactly like the full story. So, but I know like little pieces and stuff like that.
Do you think the media has a big part, like, to all this shit?
Big time. Big time, dude. If you really think about it, big time. And, media, you're talking about, not only news, but Instagram, Twitter. Yeah.
Because all these stations and shit, they have the accounts for Twitter and all Instagram.
Talking about the whole media, bro. I thought it was so hilarious that Trump got banned from all of this Instagram, Twitter, YouTube,
Facebook, everything.
Yeah, I'm like, bro. Like, that's just hilarious.
I know.
Like, how stupid. That's like I'm saying, like, little kid shit.
I think those people were there just because of his comments and his tweets and shit.
What was the statement again? Like, what was he saying?
I don't know. Like, that's what I didn't look at. Like, I didn't even know that there were people at the Capitol until like a few hours later. I didn't know any of this shit happened.
That's crazy stuff, man.
Yeah. Because when you look at it, you just think that they're protesting and shit. But once they come into the Capitol,
right? That's a whole different stage, man. That's a whole different.
And I didn't realize the Capitol was like that less secure. Like, it's not like protected. Like anybody can just
people just throw like
walk in there. Like the doors open.
Yeah. Yeah, but see, I think that's I heard actually my pop told me, he was telling me that they were lacking like a lot of these officers and stuff like that, so they weren't really prepared for the day of. Yeah, but now, dude,
I heard they have like 20,000 like troops. Damn. Like not just cops, like military.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
Like at the inauguration, they're gonna have that many people.
You're staggering. They're loaded right now. Yeah, nah. See, that's crazy, man. The whole political stuff. It's you can go on and on and on and on and talk about political stuff, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, but the media again. I just think they're pulling it into a direction that's only benefiting them. Like they don't actually care about like news and shit.
Like, so like give me an example. Like what's something that you would think?
Like even COVID, like they just keep pressuring, like, or not pressuring, but showing the same shit, like the numbers and get like kind of instilling fear in a way, but not really. That like they want to show the numbers and shit, but like we know the numbers. Yeah, we don't need to continue to see the numbers.
That's funny.
Like there's a million cases, and then like there's another 500 more. Like what are you talking about?
Yeah, like this is it's. I was just telling my mom too, man. Like the news is like, in the media is, it's so repetitive. It says the same stuff over and over again, and I get it. It's, there's something new every single day. There's more cases and stuff like that, but. It's just so repetitive. It's just like, it gets tiring, man. I want to, I want to watch something. I want to do something else. I want to watch something else. I want to hear something else. Like, where's the good in the world? All this negativity, and that's why everybody's bringing everybody down. And no one's like, happy and shit, because there's so much negativity. And it's like, where's all the,
that's why people don't like trust the news and don't trust this, because
that's why I really don't watch it. It's just so
you could tell that they're in it for views, like right away.
Oh yeah.
Like that's all they're about. Agree. Like but even the newspapers and everything, like the headlines. Yeah. They make it that way. They write it that way just so people click and people view it. Right. They don't. Like most. I mean, some people do actually write good information. Right. But others, like the ones that get the most attention, aren't the ones that have that information. Right. Like you got to go digging.
Yeah. But some of them actually, obviously, like I hear some of the news and stuff like that. Some of them have pretty good statements, and some of the stuff what they're saying, it's like, all right, they're getting their point across. People actually get it, maybe hear what they're saying and kind of understand, a little bit better. But like I said, dude, that's why I don't really like to watch the news so much, because it's so negative, and it's like, it's really like not brain fart, but it's like what's a good word? It's just putting so much negativity. I'm trying to find the word, but I can't think of it right now. But it's just putting so much negativity into your head that's like try to watch something or just put something a little bit different or get away from the news a little bit. So or at least have some something else about the news on a little bit. But yeah, man, I agree.
Do you know Vox Media? Have you watched their channel at all?
FOX?
VOX.
VOX? I have not.
No.
What is it?
It's
what is like Democrat, Republican stuff, or is it?
They're on the Democratic side, but I think it's not like CNN where they just like show like breaking news and shit. Like it's not even a news channel. It's on YouTube, really.
Okay.
That's where I watch their stuff, but it's like a whole media group.
Right.
And I think that's a good way to do news because they do it in small segments, but they actually put in research and they show like figures in a more like easier way.
Okay.
And also they have videos about different stuff other than what's going on.
Right.
Like they made videos on like hip hop and how like how this instrument played an impact on hip hop or this producer, and they go in depth with that really. Like,
so that's not all about political stuff.
Yeah, it's not political.
See, that's the way to do it, man.
Yeah, like different variety is
VOX?
VOX Vox. Like they have I think 8 or 9 million subscribers on YouTube, but
it's on YouTube. Oh,
yeah,
I might have to get that look, man.
Yeah, it's it's free.
But that's the way to do it.
So
that's putting.
You want that variety there.
Yeah.
You don't want to just have politics all the time.
That's all I'm saying.
And just like have a 5-minute segment for sports. That's it. Like, you know.
Saints won today. All right, let's go to Donald Trump.
Weather for 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's so stupid. I totally agree with you, man. Yeah.
Yeah. That's how it is, dude.
That's so dumb. I totally agree. Man. I hope my parents watch this right now, man. Because they just literally been watching like news all the time, and it's just like it's just so.
I know. I tell my mom like she watches what is it? ABC World News like at 6.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh yeah. That's
like that's I think broadcasted nationwide. Like everybody sees that at 6. So like my mom watches that, and I tell her like don't watch that because all you're getting is negative feedback. Negative like things. Like I don't think they might have like one positive story like this kid got saved by this
bear.
Firefighter like he was drowning and then this guy came and saved him.
It's like a minute long.
Yeah.
And on to the next political thing. That's hilarious. That's so true though, dude. I mean that's like they're spinning fast right now because all I see in the news is like I said is Trump or the Joe Biden stuff or the same video of the guy getting squashed into the officer getting squashed into when all those people were pushing him at the what's it called? Where was it?
At the Capitol?
Yeah, there you go. I couldn't think of it. Yeah, so right now it's just like the same stuff over and over and over again. They're saying the same shit over and over again. So it's like, put some positive into the world, man. We need that stuff right now. Yeah. Especially right now. World's crazy.
Yeah. And that's why I think people like go on like TikTok and shit, like they go on YouTube, because they want to escape.
Yep, that's true. I didn't think about that. Yeah, that's so true. Like you said, TikTok's such a big thing right now. I personally don't got it because it ruins a lot of these songs that I like and stuff like that. So, but I personally don't got TikTok. Like my sister shows some of the TikToks. If not, then I see most of it on Instagram. They just copy the video or whatever and then get onto Instagram.
Yeah.
But, it's when you start like looking at different stuff than just the whole perspective on political stuff. It's you get to see a lot and it's cool. You get out of your sad place and go to a happy place or watch videos and laugh or comedy like Dave Chappelle, man. I mean we always laugh at that shit. So it's always good to get out of there.
Even his comedy, like I think he talked about like COVID and shit, but he spins it in a way that you find humor in it.
Oh yeah,
that's what it's
in his
about.
Voices, everything, man. Yeah. It's all so perfect with this guy. And he says it with so emotion that it's like you feel it, like we were talking about that one
sincerely.
Time too. Yeah,
like that's what it's about because you could tell
he's real.
It's real, yeah.
He ain't like some just some like fake artist. He's a real real cat. So
that he wants to help people. That he actually this is his opinion. Like this is what he cares about.
Yeah,
it's not like somebody
He's not
told
gonna,
him.
he's not gonna sugarcoat shit. He's gonna say something straight out, and he's gonna tell you why and how everything is. Yeah, and
We
he does
need
it in
more
a funny
people
way
like
too.
that.
You
Yeah.
know, he does it in a good way too. So
Yeah, comedians in general, I think that like I follow a few comedians and I listen to their
Whitney
podcasts and stuff.
Funny. I don't know if you heard her. Whitney
Who?
Cummings.
Oh yeah.
She's pretty funny. Man.
I showed you that video like of
The kid.
that
What do you say?
Italian kid.
What do you say? He's like,
Are you? He's like, what does he say? His mom.
You fucking can't go outside.
Yeah.
You can't. It's a fucking pandemic. What the fucking? You can't fucking go outside.
He says, his mom was asking him, like, do you want to go to a restaurant? So he's like, you can't go out there. You gotta stay in here.
Yeah. He's like, it's a fucking pandemic. That's hilarious.
He was just watching TV.
You gotta stay the fuck outside.
Over the couch and everything.
Damn, that's hilarious. I think I have that video saved because you sent it to me. That's right.
Yeah.
That was her son? Is that her son?
No, I think that's just the video of something. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, she's a good comedian as well.
Yeah, she's pretty funny. She's got some emotion to it. She's cool.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I agree, man. Because John Wayne Airport. I'm like, why are there so much damn planes, man?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I was like, because
dude, people are traveling, bro. Like,
yeah, it's crazy. Have you gone out? Like,
yeah,
anywhere? You have?
Yeah.
Where have you gone?
I've been to, and over the summer I went to Colorado.
Nice. Okay, but that's more like nature stuff too, though, right?
Yeah, my cousins and my uncle lives there.
Oh, nice. Is it cold right now?
Right now it's probably cold, but I went in the summer.
Summer, that's right.
Yeah, in July, and so yeah, we went there. Like me, my brother, and my cousins, like that live in Costa Mesa.
Yeah.
And yeah, we went together, and
nice.
Yeah, it's fucking. I love it way more over there. Like just especially right now with lockdown and shit. Like
it's way better.
It's just
because it's so much more nature and
it's
stuff
calm.
like that. Yeah,
like over here, everybody's going. Like nobody like just stops and like everybody drives slower over there. It's a calmer lifestyle. Like there's not like buildings everywhere. It's there's
like I said, it's more like nature, more like wide and
nature.
Is it more like where like how houses here? Someone's living right here. Someone's living right next door. Is in Colorado is like someone's living here like a mile away, someone's living here, or like
I mean some of them. Like there are neighborhoods that are close. Like my uncle, he lives in a neighborhood like that's like over here, but they're bigger houses and they're cheaper houses.
In Colorado?
Yeah, in Colorado for sure. Yeah.
Did you guys go hiking and stuff like that over there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We went the first hike we went on was near my cousin's house and dude, this hike was a pain, dude.
Really?
Like it was
it like uphill stuff or like
both, dude. I think we went it's like a 5-mile hike and it's just at first we were hiking like he knew this loop that we were on, but it's a 5-mile hike and we started hiking and we didn't know which way, like there's all these different trails, like we didn't know which one was the trail that led us back. So we walked like a few hundred feet this way and then turned over here. And then we said like, oh, this is a dead end. We can't go here.
Oh, so to go back.
And then we finally found like the actual trail and shit. And it's a like 1,000 feet elevation difference. So you had to like hike 1,000 feet higher.
Okay.
And you're already in Denver and shit, like Colorado.
Right.
You're already a mile high.
Right.
So you're like breathing hard. Like fucking just like puffing.
You gotta get some, like, you gotta get some.
And it's dry. You gotta drink water.
Oh yeah. And you went summer. That's right.
Yeah. So we were like hiking this thing and I forgot like a few of the water bottles over there in the car. So we only had like a few water bottles and we just started like this a mile like just to get up like to the like imagine this like a valley right here and then there are 2 mountains right here and this is the valley and we're climbing up this mountain to the top and it's a flat mountain like just completely flat on the top and once you climb up it's a good view like there are hawks like flying around.
Did you guys see any like cool animals besides like hawks? Like any like coyote?
I mean, there's a different time where I saw like or
mountain lions,
not at that hike, but a different place we went to. We saw like rams.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
Shit, a deer also.
Cool.
But for this hike, we walked like there's this flat thing, and then dude, like it was you know how I said it's a summer, like so it's flat on top, no trees, and then the sun's right here. at 14,
so
like
it's
at Mile High level. So we were dying up there. And
so
then,
how much people were there? It was you, cousin,
yeah,
your uncle?
no, not my uncle. It was just 4 of us, and then my 2, so 8, or no, 7.
Still, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
And then you had a little bit of water?
Yeah.
They all shared it upon?
Yeah. I think we only had like 5 or 6 water bottles, but it's a 5-mile hike. And we like drank shit like a lot.
It's a lot of water, and you're sweating.
Yeah.
So you got to get the water back into your system.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But still, that's cool, man. That's like...
that's why I like that nature stuff. Like
me too.
To have a nice hike and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Even over here, we have like hikes, but it's not like that immersed in nature, you know? You could see the buildings. You could see the houses nearby.
When
like it's not,
when you go out there or something like that, like
it's just immersed. Like there's nothing else around.
Yeah, exactly.
And you just hike and have fun.
That's so true. Yeah, I agree.
And yeah, even we went to the national park there, Rocky Mountain National Park, and that's also like one of my favorite parks. Yeah. The trees.
Yeah. The trees are probably so nice and tall.
Yeah. Have you been to a few national parks?
I've been to like Yosemite and Sequoias and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I've been wanting to go to I think we probably figured it out, but we want to go to Yellowstone.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm trying to go in the like September area, dude. That's like you see wolves, bears, fucking all that shit. That's what I'm trying to go see, man. I love nature, hiking and stuff like that. You can take me out, man. I'll love it. I'll enjoy it. As long as we got some water and food, I'm cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, Yosemite was really nice. I don't know. I was gonna ask because like in Colorado, did you guys see did you guys stay that like maybe like you guys camp over there or no?
No.
Okay. Did you get to see like stars and stuff like that? And like when you looked at the sky, was it real close and like compared to out here where you barely see?
Yeah,
stars?
you don't see anything.
Yeah. So it's like out there it's a little different, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So over here in Yosemite, man, it's like I was just like I think I was. We went for like a little night hike and then like I just like looked up and I was like, what? I feel like I can just like, if I grew a little bit more, I just like touch the stuff because it was so close and it was just so beautiful, man. Mm-hmm. So spectacular. Compared to out here, you barely see them.
Yeah.
I mean, you see them, but it's not the same when you're out there. It's just so much more beautiful and the sky looks just so big. Mm-hmm. It's like so crazy.
Yeah, that's why I love like these areas that we have like national parks because it's just land that's been not really touched. I mean, they have trails and shit that they make, but like, but not
I mean,
touch.
like building wise,
yeah, building wise
and stuff like that. It's barely crap unless you go a couple miles down or something like that.
Yeah,
different way.
Yeah, and then
I agree.
I went to Dallas as well over the summer, like cool, Texas.
Cool. Oh, you did a lot in the summer then.
Yeah,
because you went. How long did you go to Colorado for?
That whole trip, like right after Colorado, we went to Dallas, like that flight, from Colorado to Dallas and then back. So, I think it was just like 1 week. Yeah.
Over Dallas or 1 week in Colorado?
No, like the whole thing.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So a few days, I think 3-4 days in Colorado, and then 3-4 days in
that's awesome.
Dallas.
How was Dallas?
Dallas is fucking amazing.
Is it cool?
Yeah.
It's like a city though. It's like a big city area.
It's a city, but it's more. I don't know. It's not like LA. It's not.
It's not crowded then.
Yeah, it's not crowded.
Oh, that's cool.
At all. Like it's not.
So you can like do things without.
There's no traffic really.
Okay.
I mean, there's some traffic if you go to the airport and shit, but not really. It's more spread out. The buildings are, everything's bigger in Texas, so like it's big.
Okay.
Yeah, and people, especially during COVID, like they don't give a fuck over there.
No.
Yeah, they don't
wear masks stuff, or what do you mean?
I mean, if you go inside, like grocery store and shit, like places where they have it, but like outside they don't wear a mask.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, they don't wear a mask outside. Or restaurants, every restaurant's open.
Oh yeah,
like indoors, outdoors. Still to
this day, or you don't know?
Till this day.
That's awesome. I'm hungry, man.
I know, dude. Like that's something I liked about Dallas is that, or Texas in general.
Yeah.
They don't restrict these businesses. Like these businesses over here,
where they're
suffering. Like they're drained.
They really are. That's so
everything.
True. Yeah. Like, yeah, I agree. Yeah. My Nino lives out there and he loves it too. It's a lot of stuff's open compared to out here.
Yeah.
Like you said, they don't really give a fuck. So
I think they just know that if they open it to everybody, I think that
more people.
I mean, the businesses will actually like take the necessary restrictions. Like,
oh, and pertain to the orders and all that. And
yeah, I mean,
like kind of.
No, they. I think they just don't have as many restrictions and kind of give trust to the businesses themselves.
Copy,
you know, like, hey, if you want to have indoor dining, you can. If you want to wear masks in here, you can. And they leave it up to the people. Yeah.
Is that what they say, or you just kind of think?
No.
You're just thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's what they're doing because they don't really have the restrictions that we have here. You know, they don't. And
so if you want to wear masks, you can. If not,
yeah, dude.
Funny.
Because, dude, at that time, like, from it was July and lockdown started in like March, right?
Yeah.
So that whole time, like, we were like restricted, like the fuck out, like, you couldn't do shit. And then I went to this whole other place in the country, and they're doing everything. So
because we were the first, like, we were one of the first ones, right?
Yeah. So we were like on lockdown. They were saying like just continue to stay at home and shit like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And then here we are, like, going to the gym, we're doing everything.
Yeah, seriously. I mean,
that felt good to just have that.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It was just like me, my cousins, and like my other cousin who lives in Dallas. That's why we went to Dallas.
Oh, okay. Oh, you got family kind of spread it out, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool because then you can visit places like that. That's cool. Not where everybody's out here, you can't really do shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you can, but it's just different when you go see family and stuff. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I agree.
Yeah, dude, cool. I visited like all my family this year or
really?
the past year because my uncle, my other uncle, he lives in Virginia.
Okay.
And so I went over there too in October. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, 2020.
Yeah, 2020.
Oh, that's awesome. How was Virginia? That's probably
Virginia
different.
is nice. Like I love all the areas that are like nature and shit because that's how it is.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, dude, at the airport, all you could see like is the airport right here, and then trees surrounding everything.
Really?
Like in its fall, October, so it's like the yellow and red,
orangey leaves.
Yeah, and it's like covering the whole thing. Like all you can see is like those trees.
That's awesome.
It's just like a forest. Like it's basically a whole forest, Virginia.
Right.
And they don't really have that many buildings unless you go to a major city like Richmond, and shit like that.
In Virginia.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But my uncle, he lives in a kind of historical town. Virginia is a like where the founding fathers and shit like that happened.
Right. Yeah.
Williamsburg, Virginia is where like they live, but that area is just fucking beautiful. Like,
yeah, I can imagine. That's why, like, I would love to travel, man. The farthest place I've probably been was probably Indiana, and that was to go see my brother graduate from IU. But that's what I was saying. Like I was asking you earlier, is everything kind of spread out in what was it, Colorado? Yeah.
As I get older, like that's what I want, like
to
more of. More. Yeah, and to like live in a more open area.
Oh yeah. Oh, like, not like here.
Yeah, I don't.
Over here is such an expense, man.
Yeah,
it's so crazy.
I mean, it's good that everything's nearby and shit, but I think you could get that like if you live in Texas or if you live in Colorado, you could get mostly the same things.
Right.
But yeah, it's nice here. Like, look at this. It's fucking like 80 degrees.
Yeah.
And
bro,
January.
We're wearing the wrong thing today, man. I thought it was gonna be all cold.
I know. Everywhere else, people are freezing right now.
But I like the cold, man.
Yeah.
Because then you can kind of wear like different outfits and stuff like that. I like that stuff. So I like to wear like, better outfits during the cold. And in summer, you just gotta wear some shorts and then, some, not even any really socks, and just, unless some low socks, but some sandals or, some short sleeve and stuff like that, a hat, whatever. So, but no, I do like the cold. I really do. So that's why I was asking.
But it's crazy though that it's still hot. Like usually this time around, this time of year.
Seriously,
dude.
The world's changing.
Yesterday it was 90 degrees where in my city.
In OC?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
90.
I think it was 94 or 95.
95.
In Corona, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it gets
hot. It's January, and
that's why. It's just everything's changing, dude. I'm telling you. I was seeing something on the internet today where it's the Earth is spinning like a crazy amount faster than it should be, and I was like, that's crazy.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, kind of like, it's kind of not so much scary, but just kind of different, kind of see everything changing a little bit.
Do you think that like our impact, humans in general, is like the main reason everything is?
I think so.
Yeah.
You're talking like in and forward of what kind of like how like population wise and like and what's the word? Can't even think of the word.
Like for what?
Like because you said like how us like people are like the big impact of it. You're talking about like population wise and how much more people there is on this earth,
or just and for climate change in general, or all the things that are happening, like the weather, like this. You know. Is that our impact, or do you think it's something else that the Earth is already going through this process?
That's been through it so much. Or it's just
like part of the process, because you know there in school we learned that there's the ice age,
right,
you know. That's when everything was ice.
Right. And then it's now. But I feel like, more like you said, it's January, it's 90 something. So I feel like the Earth's just getting hotter and hotter and hotter.
Yeah.
To its point. But yeah, I think humans have to do a good amount with it. We're kind of like, probably, you know, I don't know, what would you say? Like kind of destroying it day by day a little bit, or at least, you know, all this stuff that's kind of going on.
Because I think it happens just because of, in the last 200 years, I think, that everything changed, like with the first machines, like boats and all that, like machinery in general,
right.
started to create this whole different way of life. Like before, you would live off the land, but now, like we could create machines and all this stuff, and we want to commercialize it, and so like it's not like one person needs a tractor and they build it themselves and shit. Right. Like they want to sell thousands of tractors, and like they need all this metal, they need all this.
Yeah,
and so
I agree. Yeah, like you said, everything was like all land stuff. Now we're not like, I mean, we're still using the land and all that stuff, but I feel like we're more destroying the land than really anything, and putting a lot of homes. Homes are everywhere now, man. It's like crazy. Like, I mean, I live all the way in Corona, so like there was cows and land and stuff like that, and you know, like little little mountains and stuff like that, and you know, a whole bunch of nature, and you know, all of that's gone, and now there's homes, and it's like homes on homes and homes on homes. I'm like, dude, and it's just so many people on this planet. It's crazy.
Yeah. We're growing like so much.
Yeah, and I don't even know if that's a good thing. You know,
maybe that's why we had COVID.
Seriously.
The Earth's like, hey, there's too many of you. It's
killing 2 million people, bro. Nah, we shouldn't even be laughing about that, but yeah, maybe you're right, dude.
I mean, that's what happens, really.
Seriously,
when there's overpopulation.
Yeah, it's
like that's what the Earth tries to control that shit.
That's Mama Nature right there, dude. Yeah. That's all. She's. You know, something's happened, or some type of God or something's telling us, hey, man, there's too much people on this damn planet. That's hilarious.
Yeah, and I think it's still gonna grow, like, dude, and in our lifetime, it's gonna be completely different. Yeah,
it really is. I hope that's a good different. You know, because we're what? You're 22, right?
I'm 20.
Yeah, okay.
Or, I'm 19.
Like you're 20, and like you're 22 because I'm 20 and you're 20, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So like, you know, later on in life, I hope when everything kind of goes out well and not like, you know, a crappy environment and stuff. I just kind of wish like the planet can be a little more clean. And I'm actually following this account on Instagram, and it's called like I think it's called Compost something, but it's basically like, you know, like we should compost more because it's good for good for the earth. So we're, you know, like little things that, you know, can help out the earth, and you know, throwing out certain things that could be going to the earth instead of the trash can, or you know, recycling and stuff like that. So that can help out the world a lot if a lot of us do it. You know, one person can make a change, but you know,
I think now businesses are realizing their impact, like Apple and like actual big businesses. Yeah. You know, they're saying they want to be more sustainable. They're going to electric.
That's right.
Like they now understand, like they should do this.
Yeah.
You know, before they were just doing like, if they wanted to make a product this way, they were going to do whatever it takes. Like if it takes dumping trash into the ocean, they'll do it. If it takes, you know,
or the oil and
like
can.
Making this carbon, and doing all that, they're willing to do it. But now they're like, okay, look, we realize we have this much of an impact, and so let's cut back on all this stuff and try to invent something that's better.
Exactly, I agree. And it's crazy because like a lot of those companies, I feel like probably didn't even really realize it. They just probably just did it for money, right?
Yeah.
So now they're probably really like, shit, we're probably ruining this earth 10 times more than when, if we didn't do that, or and it's really sad because a lot of it's not only destroying us, humans and the earth and stuff like that, but a lot of it's killing all these animals. And it's so freaking sad. I mean, I love animals. I got 2 dogs at home and a cat, and then but man, it's just animals. I feel like make this planet such a better place, and so much more. Like, all right, there's still a coyote there. Let's just leave him alone and do his thing. And like, okay, there's still, but we barely see that now.
Yeah,
I remember when I lived out in Corona, the first couple months, even the first couple years, really, I be on the 71. I don't know if you know where the 71 is.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. There's like a whole bunch of earth. I mean, a whole bunch of nature and stuff. And there's like the mountains and stuff like that. But every single time I come into OC to go to school, I see a deer. I see, maybe, I saw like maybe like 1 or 2 mountain lions, but in the mountains. And now the whole fire, everything's kind of been built and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen jack, dude. I haven't seen shit. And it's sad. It really is sad in a way, because all these animals are just trying to live, man.
Yeah.
Us people are just destroying it day by day. And it's super sad. I think it's super sad. All these animals.
Because I think that balance is what
keeps Earth healthy.
Yeah, keeps Earth healthy. Yeah. Like, that's what it is the balance of not just, like, we could be here.
Right.
And, we could live how we want to live, but we also need to, like, not overpower everybody else to the point that there's nothing, like cut down all the trees and shit like that.
Yeah, we need that stuff, man. We need those trees. We need to be able
like the Amazon, like they're cutting down that shit like crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that supplies almost like 20% of the world's oxygen.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it's just a cycle. Like Earth needs to be on this cycle to live, or to be in a proper way.
Right. Or be in like a good state of like, not a good state of mind, but just kind of a good state of being healthy, and the Earth just kind of giving back to. Yeah. But maybe you're right.
Because like the Earth's going to be here no matter what we do. Like we could just destroy it, but like we won't be here.
Right.
That's the thing.
Right.
And you don't want to extinct the whole population.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. That's like you ever seen Legend? I Am Legend?
No.
You never seen that with what's his name?
I've heard
Will
of
Smith.
it. I've heard of it.
You know what I'm talking about though? Where like the whole entire, but it's like different because that's like zombie stuff, but it's just like the whole entire, everything's just like you said, like just kind of like no one's on the planet no more and all that stuff. That'd be crazy, man. I wouldn't want to see anything like that come today.
Yeah. But talking about movies, have you seen the Soul movie, Disney? It just came out.
I have not.
Like
I know
Disney Pixar.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Actually, I've heard people talk about
Jamie
it.
Foxx. Like Jamie Foxx. It's a Disney Pixar animation movie.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's really good.
Is it like sad or funny, or was it supposed to be like drama?
It's like Disney, like Toy Story, like Cars, like they do like really, like I think Pixar is the best.
Oh yeah.
The best when it comes to animation movies.
Yeah.
Not just the animation itself, like. Yeah, they have brilliant designers and artists to make all this stuff. Yeah. But just the storytelling is
good.
Amazing.
It's called Soul?
Yeah,
was it on Netflix or on Hulu, or was it on?
Like a Disney Plus, I think. Yeah.
Okay, I got it. I don't even know if we had that, but I gotta check that out. Soul.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a good like plot and said everything's cute and stuff.
Yeah. I think it was gonna be in theaters, but because of this COVID.
Man, I think there's gonna be some really good movies coming out too. There's supposed to be like Black Widow. There's supposed to be not A Quiet Place, A Quiet Place too, right? Yeah.
All the movies that weren't released, I think this year they just have to release it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. But like movie theater, or
I think both. They have to like some in theaters.
They won't make money, or like what's the reason to like if they don't do it because they won't make as much money if they would have.
I mean, if it depends. I think in some areas, like over here, it'll be hard for people to go to movie theaters because most of them are closed, I think. Right. But in other areas, it's probably open and they could go. But
I want to see that.
Dude, Soul is amazing, dude.
Soul's good? Okay.
Yeah, because
look that one up.
It's not really. I don't think it's a kids movie. I mean, it's a cartoon,
right? But
it has its own storytelling behind it that where, like, I don't want to spoil all of it, but I'll tell you like what it's about really. So like this person has to teach basically a soul that like a a soul that's gonna be born into the world, like how to live, like, or not how to live, but how to find the spark of life. Like, what do you enjoy doing? And it's this whole process of finding that this spark of life.
So this person is not born yet, right? Or is this person born yet? Or is this person born and then he teaches him? Or this person is not born?
Like the person
is not born yet.
Yeah,
and
the
then
soul
he teaches
isn't
him
born yet.
to find a better, or to find, you know, what's the
a passion,
right? Okay, in life.
Yeah.
And then he kind of goes on from that. Okay.
Yeah, and just like everything that the movie represents, like it hit me hard because like that's what it's about, like to find the spark, to find a passion in life. And I think a lot of people, especially now, they might have lost a job, or they might have felt like their life isn't going anywhere, and then they see this movie, and then they realize they need to find the spark, or
so
it makes
it's a good
them
movie to put out right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jamie Foxx and like,
is it Jamie Foxx and who else?
Tina Fey. I forget the other people.
Okay. Is Jamie Foxx the main dude?
Donnell Rawlings is in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got some OGs then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Is Jamie Foxx the main dude? Is he Soul?
Yeah.
Or is he?
No. He's like a regular guy, but he dies and then he becomes a soul, and then there's like that whole journey.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I gotta watch it. Disney Plus, he said.
Yeah,
I
it's
gotta try
nice.
to look that one up. Soul.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like talking about whole animation stuff.
Uh-huh.
I love anime, man. It's actually like there's some good like life lessons in animation stuff, man. There's some really good ones. Not even that, but there's so much character and so much passion in animation, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it's I'll go for it.
Just not the like, I believe what makes any show great is not just like the animation is the animation is a big part of it, but also the storytelling has to be
and how they tell
just as good.
Yep.
Because that the word choice and everything.
Oh yeah.
Especially as a kid, like when you watch Pixar or when you watch like Dreamworks is also an amazing.
Oh yeah, I like Dreamworks too.
Like Kung Fu Panda and shit like that. Like Madagascar too.
Yeah,
remember that?
That's true. I totally forgot about that stuff.
Like I loved watching those movies as a kid.
Yeah.
And even now, like it holds up because of the story.
Right.
Because it was
then
that
when you
good.
were kids too, you kind of just looked at it like, oh, how cute, how funny, how this and this and that.
Yeah.
But when you watch it now, you're like, oh wow, that's what they're trying to say. That's what their point.
Yeah, as a kid, you don't understand
really recognize that stuff, no.
like at all. Like when I look back, like none of the movies, Kung Fu Panda, like I just thought it was a cool fighting scene and everything.
Yeah.
Like,
and then you watch more movies now, you're like, oh, that's nothing, man. These guys over here, you know.
Like now they're talking about like meditation and shit like that. I was like,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's so much more stuff, you know, in animation and like movies like that where their plots and their storytelling, like you said, it gets across. It's very, very strong and very. I like it a lot too. So.
Yeah, it makes those movies like a classic. Like you're willing to go back years from now and watch it.
Yeah. Madagascar was what?
The lion and all the zoo animals.
Yeah. But what? Who produced that? You said the
DreamWorks.
There you go, DreamWorks. Okay. And DreamWorks is good. And then, but no, yeah, like I said, a lot of the animation is real cool. I like it big time.
Mm-hmm.
Real interesting stuff.
Yeah, just movies in general, man. Like I've over this time, like I've been watching
movies, like old movies and stuff.
Yeah, like old movies, like vintage movies as well.
Okay.
Paul, do you know who Paul Newman is? Like he's like an old actor, like 60s.
Maybe. I feel like I heard the name. If I saw him, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
What movie just come out in?
There's one. Forget what it's called. There's a pool movie that he's in. Like a pool.
Oh, okay, pool
movie
okay.
like that. I forget what it's called. And then there's this other one where he's in jail and there's like a prisoner lifestyle and he escapes and shit. And that's like a great movie.
Maybe I don't know this guy. I don't know. I
forgot the title of all these movies.
You watched
The Hustler.
Oh,
that's what it's called. That's the pool movie. And then
I have to see. Maybe not. I would have recognized the title, but I don't. But it's good though.
It's good.
It's good. He's a good actor. Paul what? Newman, okay.
Yeah. And yeah, all these movies are like, I look back and I see like that's kind of storytelling where it's even back then they had that kind of these writers that could show that emotion and all this stuff. Because
some of these old movies, man, they're still pretty good.
I know.
You know, they got some really good stuff. Like, I mean, like I'm talking about past 2000s. You know, like, I mean, 19-something.
Titanic and all those.
A lot of those good ones. You ever seen, talking about, like, you know, I mean, not to get off, you know, topic. Still on topic, but probably my favorite type of, my favorite actor's gotta be Leo, man. Leo's good. Young Leo. I like young Leo. Old Leo's still pretty good, but the young Leo, man. Have you ever seen This Boy's Life? With Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro? Yeah, Robert De Niro too.
I might have. I think
super sad, super good too, man. It's really good.
Yeah.
But young Leo's a beast, man.
Catch Me If You Can.
That's a good one too. Yeah. That's funny.
Wolf of Wall Street.
I never got to see that. I think I was too young and it was too like perverted or too rated R or something. It's like that. Rated R. Yeah, so I couldn't see it. And I never got to watch it. Is it good though?
Yeah, it's so good. Okay. Martin Scorsese killed it. Yeah? Killed it with the direction.
I gotta watch it.
The cast is amazing. Jonah Hill, amazing.
He's in that?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I gotta watch it.
It's so good.
Yeah, no, I think I was too young at that part, or too young at that age, so I couldn't watch it.
Yeah, that movie. It's just like when you have all the right people, like the cast is good, the director is good.
Yeah,
it's like a Quentin Tarantino movie. Like you expect
those are good ones.
Like greatness.
Yeah.
Same with like any movie. Like when you start to build that record of like great movies.
Yeah. Then
you just know like exactly
how to do it. How the fans want.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so true. Yeah, I know. You ever seen Revenant?
Yeah, I've seen it. Fucking brilliant.
That's so...
He finally won an Oscar for that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Recently? Or?
No, like when it came out.
Okay.
He won.
Okay.
But he didn't win it for Titanic. He didn't win it for all these other ones.
Oh, it was for Revenant.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, it was worth it. Dude.
I know.
I love
like
that.
He finally, like he was like finally, I think his speech, I watched it a few weeks ago and you could tell like he had it, like he didn't read it from a piece of paper or anything. Like
it was off.
Yeah, he knew, like he had the speech memorized like for years, like because he knew it would happen.
Got you. I see what you're saying. Okay.
And it was finally for that one.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, he's such a good actor, man. I like a lot of actors. Some really good ones, but
yeah, and
young Leo. Tom
that's
Hardy's
just what
good.
Like it goes to show like the persistence, like when you just keep going at it.
Yeah.
And it eventually happened for him.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Revenant, that's a good movie, man. That bear scene though, dude.
I know.
That's so crazy. Like, can you imagine that wasn't based off a true story, no, right? No,
I think it might have.
I think it might have been based off a true story, yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, that bear was crazy and imagine getting attacked. I would never survive that.
Dude.
There would be no way. I would try to.
But dude, imagine like all the people before like civilizations, they had to deal with all the animals. They had to deal with the earth and everything. Right, like right now, we're not afraid of anything. Like really.
Well, because we got
like we're in a building. It's secure. And, like no animals here.
Yeah,
like we built it to this point where we don't really fear anything else because we know it's like we've gotten used to it to a point where it's like nothing.
Right.
But.
So when we're out in the real wilderness, something really happens. We're like,
I know.
Fuck, we're screwed, We're all these other people that were based off land. They're used to it, man. An everyday thing. So
like not everybody survived, but the best survived. Like you had to be like the best.
Top of the top.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And now, like it's not like that. But
and if it is like that, it's for like businesses or something like that. It's not like
Yeah, it's not for survival.
Yeah, survival of the fittest. Nah.
Yeah, but that was probably a crazy way to live back then. Like even, like even in Egypt or like any of these, even across the world, the different ways of life that
not only
you just live.
Yeah, not only environment wise too, but like trying to survive and stuff like that. Trying to get food, shelter, like
It was a journey every day to do that. It wasn't about like making money or anything.
Yeah. You know what? I kind of, now that I'm thinking about it, correct me if I'm wrong, or maybe you think a little bit differently. I'm not trying to make this seem any like crappy way, but I'm kind of thinking like survival of the fittest and trying to survive every day. What if think about homeless people? I feel like maybe it's a little funny, but they're surviving every damn day, man. They don't need. Some of them don't want to take showers. Some don't get to get the food every single day. They're surviving every fucking day to get you know, a little bit of food here and there. I mean, some of them, the crackheads, you know, selling Coke over here injecting and shit. Some of them might be that, but a lot of these guys are really trying to actually maybe want to get a job or maybe want to start a new life and stuff like that. They're trying to be that. I feel like that's the best way of example of survival of the fittest for right now. Yeah. And besides like businesses and stuff like that, but you know, homeless people, they're actually in the streets. They're doing this stuff. They gotta, you know, figure out how to live life without having to, you know, be, I don't know, tossed and turned by other people and stuff like that. So, or being, you know, talked down upon or, you know, stuff like that. So
yeah, but like talking about like the drugs and shit. Did you see this documentary on Netflix about the crack pandemic in the 80s?
I did not. Is it on right now?
I think it just came out like last week or this week.
It's good?
Yeah, it's good.
Crazy?
It's crazy, yeah. But it shows you, like, you know how there's a mass incarceration of black people right now where a lot of them are in jail for these minor drug offenses and shit.
I think I heard about that. We're like, maybe not. I don't know. But you're just basically talking about like how they're
in jail.
A little of a what's it called? Of a
like offense.
Yeah, can make them be in like years and years of jail and prison time. Yeah, that's pretty sad, man. That's pretty messed up.
And it goes through why that is, like how it happened
because this was back then
in the 80s. This is why cops are the way they are right now.
Really?
The crack, because of that.
I gotta watch that then.
Like the cops are militarized right now with all the guns they have and have bulletproof vests and everything and have bulletproof cars. Right. It's because of that. Because of the 80s.
That's crazy.
Before it wasn't like that. Before cops would be like a park ranger. Right. You know? It would be like that.
They'd be locked and loaded, sure, but they wouldn't be all like, you know.
Yeah, it was for like, you know, safety, like walk somebody down the street or some shit like.
Or like an animal or something like that, whatever. That's like I'm talking about like as an animal would be like the worst thing that would be happening to them, or like bear or something like that for park ranger or whatever.
Yeah, or
compared to like someone trying to, you know, disturb them in, you know, like in their job or whatever.
Like if somebody like broke into your house, they would call the cops and then they'd figure everything out. But it wasn't, you know, with full on military weapons.
That's crazy.
You know, and they didn't even have like bulletproof windows like on their cars or anything either.
Oh yeah, no.
It was just
that's crazy, man. Everything's kind of
It was more of a community, you know, like that the cop was in your community. You knew the cop. Oh, that's what it was.
yeah.
But everything changed after that. Like I'll like explain a little bit of it, but at first this they think the government has had a thing to do with it as well, like having this much cocaine and crack like come into the country, like because that's what it is. Like cocaine, if you like melt it down a little bit and take the base off, it becomes crack and it's cheaper. Right. And so all these like urban cities really they use this drug and they got addicted to it. Right. And they would just like they wouldn't care about anybody else and they would just like buy it over and over again until it became
that's like they call them users. Right?
Yeah. Like so addicted to it. And then these people that didn't use it, they were like, we need protection. We need like their gangs here. There's all this shit happening in these neighborhoods. Yeah. And so
on the block, on the corners.
And so like after like the 80s and 90s, like they started enforcing this law that you have to get all the people, like the cops basically, all the cops in the country were basically trying to get anybody that used it or sold it. So they just like basically broke into everybody's houses that in the neighborhood that they think had it and just started, you know, putting people in jail for all the stuff that was
random
happening.
People or people that were
they had suspicion, like if they found it in their pocket or anything, then they'll be in jail.
Or using or whatever.
But the thing that made the law so bad was the both Democratic and Republican people wanted this to happen. Like they wanted to make it a safer place for people. So the Senate basically agreed upon a law that was basically passed in 4 weeks. Really? So they had, you know, law takes a long time. It takes years.
That's what I'm saying. 4 weeks, damn.
Years to the
law
go
was
over.
To what? Just make it more protective around
or for the. It was for the sentences for them.
Okay.
So
to make it longer, the sentence longer.
No, it just basically said like if you were caught with crack, like if it was this amount, you'd be this many
sentenced to this amount of years.
Yeah.
And,
okay. And that's what made it so wild was some of the things where if you got caught with like this much cocaine, like this small amount of cocaine, and if you got caught with a bigger amount of crack, like it would be like the same thing. Like it wouldn't be like that much difference. It would still be like 10 years. Like the minimum was like years. Yeah. It wasn't even months, like or days. It was like years. So.
And no matter what, it wouldn't.
Yeah, they didn't care. Like they just kept putting as many people in it.
I wonder how much bail was.
I don't know.
Probably like.
Maybe
probably not.
But it was mostly poor people that used it. So they went after that, and they realized after a few years, like. Most of these people are black. Like they're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like they're not targeting the other race, other races. And so
that's why. So that's why I carry on to this day. It's mostly black.
Yeah.
That they're getting. That's crazy.
That whole thing started right there. Like how cops are. That's what I like realized watching this. Like I looked at cops back then. They weren't like this. It was different. Like it was a different feeling towards them.
Right.
And that's why like all the songs about like fuck the police, that was in the 90s because they were like they hated when all these people were being put into jail for crack and all this shit when they barely had anything. Yeah,
exactly. That's crazy.
The history of it is incredible.
And then now to this day
it affects to this day.
Yeah. And then now when we're 50, 40, it's gonna be totally different.
Yeah.
Or maybe even the same. You think I feel like cops are probably
I think it'll be different.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Like people view African Americans different, or people view the cops different, or both?
Both. Yeah, I think it'll get better because if we're already like here, I don't think it could get like far more worse.
True.
Like that.
We're at the top of the top right now for that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's crazy, man. That's why I'm I want to go to like police too, deal with gangs and stuff like that. But hopefully I'm not that one good cop that can change a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe someone can see me being a good cop and then change that. And then, see their perspectives and stuff like that. But for the most part, I don't know. Most cops are like, always try to be the alphas and stuff like that. Or try to be, one up, above you and stuff like that. So we'll see. But hopefully I'm that good cop that at least changes a little bit or tries to see a little bit different.
Yeah, especially in like a small community, it's good. Like for like if you're part of LAPD, it's kind of hard to be like good and shit.
That's what I was thinking going to LAPD, but I feel like that's gonna be like crazy stress. Not that no other cop would have stress, but LAPD is another step, man. So
they're like full militarized and everything.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I actually work with some of the. I work at SEC, Campus Safety. So all these guys are ex-sheriff, ex-LAPD, Orange PD or whatever. And the LAPD, they're both girls, and they're some of the stuff they tell me is like crazy, and some of the things that they went through is like, wow, you really went through that, the whole entire LAPD, and they're like, yeah, no, it's probably worse now. Like,
what they think about it, like from over the years, like when they first started to when they left, like. Did they tell you like what changed?
They didn't really tell me what changed. I think they just thought it was a whole crazy process, and some of them went through like where you had to change, they were like some of them were being undercover and stuff like that. So some of them had to be like thrown like little prostitutes and stuff like that. So they went through some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But like changing wise, I don't even know because they never really told me stuff like that. They never said like, I think the only thing they really said is like, it's a lot worse now and a lot like crazier now than it was back then. But still was pretty corrupt back then too.
Yeah.
But a lot more corrupt now, obviously.
Yeah.
LA's pretty bad. It's always been pretty bad, but yeah, nah.
Anytime there's money, like when it gets shoveled in between different hands, like when the government has it.
Yeah.
You just know like somebody's taking it. Somebody's taking it.
Seriously.
Like the numbers don't add up, but they just pay off the accountant. So he says it's all good.
Exactly. If he says it's cool, it's cool.
Because in California, you pay like so many taxes and everything, but the government says it's bankrupt. How could that add up?
That doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up sometimes. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
Like you're getting this much, but you don't know how to handle it.
Seriously.
Like I said before, like people know how to make money, but they don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
So,
that's why, man. You should really try to look some of that stuff up, or even try to see if you can set it up with because some people need to actually learn some of that stuff. I don't even know too much about it, but yeah, some people don't. They get a couple paychecks and waste it, or don't know what to do with it, like you said, or don't know where to put it, or put it towards retirement, or what do they do with it? So
they just don't know.
Yeah, it'd be good to know too for a lot of people. Actually, really everyone.
Everybody
to not know where to put that money and stuff.
Yeah, but yeah, the government, dude. Like ever since I started hearing about like corruption and shit. I thought it was only like third world countries that dealt with it.
Everybody.
And now I realize like it's everybody at every level.
Yeah,
they're doing something.
Yeah,
because they only get a certain paycheck. Like they make a salary up to this point. Even the president, like 400,000 a year. Right. So if a president is 400,000, everybody else is probably lower than that. So they don't want that. They want to make like a bunch of money, right? They deal with millions and billions of dollars.
Right.
So they're like, okay, because this is what I learned. Businesses, like politicians, don't control anything.
Right.
It's businesses that control it.
So control as in what? Like
because they have the money
to control it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you look at politicians, that's money is power in this country, and businesses like Amazon, businesses like Apple, like all these top businesses, they have influence over the government in every way.
Okay.
Because corruption is legal basically in America with lobbying.
Right.
Like you could have somebody go over there and negotiate this deal and say, okay, don't raise taxes on us, like on this service or product that we have, and instead we'll give you the money, like a few million here. Like you just take crazy. That money, and then don't pass this law.
Right.
So that's what they do.
Be some other like low.
That's why the businesses are the actual people that control everything. Like they're the ones who control it.
Okay.
Politicians are basically just like puppets for them. Yeah.
That's funny.
They tell them.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah. Because they make a certain paycheck and then they want, everybody wants more money.
Right.
So if this person's telling you, I could give you $10 million right now, I could write you a $10 million check.
Right.
They'll take it.
Yeah.
And then keep their mouth shut. They got to pay for college. They got to do all this shit.
Pay for their crack.
Yeah.
No, I'm just messing. But no, yeah, that's crazy stuff. I didn't know that. That's crazy.
There's so much. I just like, sometimes I just go on YouTube and sometimes I go down these rabbit holes and just go and look up some stuff that I'm curious about. Like,
right.
Even podcasts, like I listen to Joe Rogan's and since I think 2018, like I said, I told you last time,
right? And then you started kind of working with
like 2017.
Yeah.
And like just certain topics like that, like where you listen to it and then you want to learn more about it. So with the internet, you can learn basically anything, and you just type it up, go and research, go and learn.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's all instant gratification now, man. You can really look up anything you really want.
Yeah, it's all there.
You can learn a lot if you do really good research and stuff, man. You can really, look and pertain and take everything into hand and stuff. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's just right there for you.
Yeah. Big time.
Yeah, anything you want to learn, just I think it goes like, even like school is great in the sense that you get this knowledge of reading and you get to get better at these skills, and you get to meet people. Like I wouldn't have met you if I didn't go to school.
Yeah.
Like that's what, to me, elementary school was like the best school I went to because of the connections I made and the experiences. Like that's when I grew the most.
That's true.
But like, because after that, it was mostly just about grades. Like everybody just told you, get this grade and go to this.
It wasn't even like, oh, really learn about this, learn about that. It was like, get the A, get the B, and you're good. And I get that, right? But you know how easy it is to get an A and get a B. I mean, not really how easy it is, but how much like you have to kind of study. You kind of, unless you cheat your way through, but you have to put the works in, right? You got to put the works in to get an A and a B. So, but for the most part, like elementary or high school and stuff like that was a little bit easier and stuff like that. But But no, like like I was saying, like most of these, everyone says like, oh, get the A, get the B, but you know, it's more about like learning this stuff.
That's why I told my parents, like, I told them like, the learning is more important than the grade.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it's about. Like,
yeah,
and
if you pertain most of the stuff that you've learned throughout that 4 months or whatever it's got to be, then you're set, you're cool, whatever. But at least get strive for at least a B or A. Yeah,
I know. I really think they should change that system of like grading. Yes, like you want to test their knowledge, but it needs to be a better way of doing it. Yeah. Like, I don't know how that is. Like, I don't know what way that is. Yeah. But it's the same. It's been the same for like so many years. Like they haven't changed anything.
And I feel like they need to change up what we learn too. Like, yeah, some of this stuff's good. Some of this stuff's good to know and all that stuff. But
like general knowledge. But that's why I think people, they look for the internet now to learn because they know
research like we.
Yeah, they know that they're not gonna get the full story in school.
Nope. Or like if they want to learn, learn about like banking and stuff like that, or how to control money or what to do with money, like you said. I mean, I don't. At least I don't. There might be classes and stuff like that, but
maybe in some schools.
Yeah. But there's nothing like that. It's all about history of different other stuff, and I get that. It's good to know stuff like that too, but I feel like we need to know stuff that is good to know, that or at least that we need to know for life, or how to pay a check, how to balance, how to how to, or not how to pay a check, how to write a check out and stuff like that. How to send one out or whatever it has to be or whatever. But most of the stuff's online.
Just pull this up a little bit.
Oh, most of that stuff's online too.
To you.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me that, but you should tell me. You could. But no, like I said, man, most of the stuff's like you said, online too. So it's a lot. It's a lot better too to kind of learn and research stuff. And like you said, most of it's on YouTube. Most of it's on Google. Right. You just ask Siri, she gives you a whole bunch of research stuff, man. So
I think the voice is where it's headed, like that kind of just asking for it.
Well, they got like Alexa and stuff like that. Alexa can tell you everything, man. I know. She literally is like the key to everything right now. It's like crazy.
It's getting better.
It's kind of scary though, that Alexa stuff. But yeah, it is getting better. A lot of the stuff's getting better, big time. I agree with you.
Even I think the call operators, like when you call like a phone number and then
go straight to someone. Like
somebody
recording.
talking. Oh, like I think they're gonna become the actual AI where it could like a computer speaking in a human voice.
Right. Well, it's already starting to get like that, right?
Yeah, it's getting better. It's crazy.
Really. Oh, technology will just surpass, bro. It's just gonna surpass from here on out. It really is. Like with everything, like even like all that, like what's his name? The guy that does like the Tesla stuff and all that.
Elon Musk.
There you go.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that guy is just surpassing day by day, man. He's like,
now he's the richest man in the world.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So what's he surpassed? What's his face?
Jeff Bezos.
There you go, Bezos. Yeah. That looks so funny. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that's crazy. Technology's gonna go higher and higher from here on out, dude.
Yeah. Have you seen Bitcoin, or have you heard about Bitcoin and stuff?
That's crazy, bro. If me and you had a Bitcoin, bro, we'd be so rich. That's just crazy. I don't know like a lot about it, but I know like if you have like a couple or at least like one Bitcoin, it's worth a certain amount.
It's like 30,000.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
It's crazy. But I just started to learn about it. Like I just understood it. Like I think I posted on my Snap that one time. I was like, now I finally understand this, like Bitcoin.
I don't even know if I saw that.
I think it was just, last week or a few weeks ago. But I watched this podcast and
explain about Bitcoin.
Yeah, I think it was
pretty hard to understand. Not really.
No, this guy I watched it on Logan Paul's podcast.
Oh, okay.
And he brought somebody on that was also a YouTuber.
Right.
That had some more knowledge on Bitcoin, because at this point, like I didn't understand anything. Like I knew what it was. I knew what it was like Bitcoin. It was this much value in USD and shit. But I didn't know that it was this whole part of this whole process of making a currency. Like it's its own currency it's an internet currency.
Right.
And it explains the whole process of what it is, what the impact is going to be because of how it's decentralized.
Right.
Like it's not really on a country. It's not dependent on a country.
Oh, okay. So,
yeah.
That's crazy though. Cause like, I didn't know too much about it till maybe, I don't know. I think like the beginning of like 2020, I kind of like learned a little bit about. Oh, I didn't learn about it, but I knew about it and I heard about it. And I heard that like if you have one Bitcoin, it's worth this much, and if you have like multiple Bitcoins, you're like considered pretty well off and stuff like that. So, but how is it like converted into currency wise? Like how can you? Is this little like literally? Is it like
it's an algorithm?
Okay. Oh, okay.
It's not even a paper. It's not even cash.
Oh, wow. Right. But like, how can you transfer that to like, let's say like, all right, I just want to transfer my Bitcoin, or how does that even work? You just,
I think the person who invented, like, it's all like the person who invented it is unknown. Like, it's just a random anonymous name. Like, but it's you know how they say like mining Bitcoin and shit? Yeah. Like Bitcoin mining?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what it is these computers, like when it first came out, the Bitcoin, I think it was like 2009. The first people, you could get a computer like this, and I think it's a certain program or something that you run on it,
right?
And it solves these algorithms. Like you just press run, or I don't even know how it works really, but it just
keeps going on and on.
It tries to solve basically a Rubik's cube. You know, like. Imagine that's a problem that the computer needs to solve. Right. So it solves it. And then for solving it, you get a Bitcoin. Like for solving it.
And that's if you do. If the computer solves it.
Yeah.
If the computer solves that algorithm, then you get that Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And that Bitcoin is worth over $30,000.
No. Oh. At first it isn't worth that much.
Okay.
But because of like there's a certain amount of Bitcoin in the world. Like they put a limit, like $20 million is, I think,
the most of a Bitcoin can have.
Or 20 million, I think, is the max level of Bitcoin there is.
Okay.
Like, I think the Bitcoin could go to like you could have a Bitcoin if it appreciates in value, it could be $1 million for one Bitcoin.
Copy. That's crazy.
But yeah, first this algorithm, it was created and the computer solves it. But the algorithms get harder. So you can't use this computer anymore. Like, because it can't solve it.
You got to get a whole entire another computer or a whole other type of device that can solve.
Like, you know, those servers at Google, have you seen like there's this whole room filled with computers. Like, you know, in the movies, they have all these wires blinking and shit like that.
Yeah. Okay. So those it's like that.
Those people, they have to solve it now because it's gotten to the point where it's that difficult. Like it takes like days for the algorithm to like be solved.
But then, that's crazy. But then if it and you won't know if it's solved or not to that day, right?
Yeah, like you won't know.
So you could be spending days and days and days, and it cannot be solved.
Yeah,
that sucks.
And then you just had it. Like the only thing that you can solve it is the high end computers and it made it so that as technology increases, like this computer is better than the computer from 10 years ago.
Right. So it can solve it a little bit faster than the computer 10 years. Okay.
So that's why they made it harder because they don't want it to be the same. And then this computer can solve everything, you know. So they had the processing.
So that's why like it might have to change too, as in like you have to get in an like you said, those other people have to solve it.
As the technology increases, the algorithm gets harder and harder. Yeah,
that's crazy.
And it's
it's
wild.
Yeah, Bitcoin's I guess like pretty decently to have now. And if you try to, at least your computer can solve it and stuff.
Yeah, but that's the mining, and then the people. I really don't I don't know if that's completely accurate because the people who have it. I don't know how they sell it, like, because you could buy Bitcoin, you know, like,
right?
You could buy on,
but like you buy it for a lot, right? Or can you buy?
You could buy a partial amount, like you could buy, like,
and then it can be a certain amount in that Bitcoin. So, like, if it's let's see, hopefully I'm saying this correctly. I might be a little off, but if the Bitcoin is like worth 30,000, how much can you buy it for? Is it 30,000 you buy it for, and then you get that?
If
Bitcoin?
You want the whole Bitcoin,
you have to pay 30,000.
Yeah, and if you want
Bitcoin, you could. Like cut in half or something.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I think it could be
so 15,000.
Like the guy said like 100 million ways or something.
What?
Yeah. Divided it. It's crazy. Like, I don't know who the fuck invented that shit, but man, like
smart, genius.
I know.
IQ's up there, dude.
I know. I think there's this other guy. Yeah, he's a Russian 17-year-old, and he invented he invented another one.
A Bitcoin or
like you know how there's like Ethereum and all these other ones. Like I think he invented that shit.
A Russian 17-year-old, man. That's hilarious. So he's some smart guy that just like invented some other type of.
Yeah, he created.
It's closer to Bitcoin, or what is it?
It's another currency.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But like, okay, so I was telling you, how do these Bitcoins convert or transverse to? How can they go to your bank account if you wanted to?
You gotta like have the platform, like there's Coinbase.
And then it's just all in one transaction.
Now it's more customer friendly. You know how you get a trading account like to buy stocks.
Yeah,
like that.
I kind of want to do that, but I don't know if it's gonna be hard and how you have to learn so much from that stuff. But
I mean, you could start off easy.
Yeah,
and then build.
I don't want to lose someone. You can lose a lot of money, man.
Yeah, I mean, I have some money in there, but in stocks. But
what do you have it in? Like what type of stocks? I heard Tesla's pretty decent.
Yeah, I have Tesla.
Oh yeah,
like that's my biggest
one, right? Yeah,
like
buy
gain.
Yeah,
okay, that's what I have.
Yeah.
But
yeah, one of the officers at my job does it. I don't know if he makes like crazy amount of money, but I mean for a little, what he's making on top right now, and then his what's it called?
Because that's what people think Bitcoin is right now too. Like
stock.
If they could put in like 10, if they bought it at 10,000, now it's 30,000.
Really?
And if they buy it at 30,000,
it's like
they could get it for if it goes up to like 100,000. Now it's 100,000, but that's not what the creator really wanted it to be. Like they want it to be a currency where you could transact with it.
But you didn't want it to be like where you can make double the amount or get the.
It will get to that point, maybe. Like they might it depends on how these next 10 years go.
Right.
And what the governments feel like it, but. Yeah, that's what the goal was, to make it a currency, but now people think of it as an investment, but it might change.
Yeah,
might change.
That's true. That's true. That's crazy though, dude. I know. Bitcoin's something like up there that I wouldn't even really like even think about trying to do or like even stock too. Like I thought about it, but I was like, I gotta really learn this stuff before I start, trying to do it and stuff, because it's so much to learn too.
All right, I think it's already 11:20 here. So
yeah.
What time do you gotta go?
Oh, it's 10:36. Yeah, I guess so. I guess we can just start heading out now.
Yeah, because this was really fun. I think we're at hour 30 minutes right now.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's pretty decent. That's really good.
At first, we were like questioning, like, what should we talk about?
Well, I was just like.
And then now here we are, hour 30 minutes.
Bro, I don't even know about Bitcoin, bro.
I know. It's crazy how the conversation flows.
That's why if I can tell anyone that watches this podcast to like go out there, even out your comfort zone, and just talk to somebody, man. Just get out that comfort zone and just talk. It's hard sometimes. I get that, but once you get the rhythm of it, it's nice, and you get to meet new people. You get to talk to new people, even though we know each other, so it's a little easier. But even that, I've gotten out the way that like I've always been pretty decently like confident in talking and stuff like that. Yeah. It's not even about being cocky. It's just like, all right, can I talk to this guy? Is he gonna be cool? Is he all right?
Communicate.
Communicate. That's all really he's got.
That's how humans are should be. Like that's what our thing is.
Instead of just being TikTok.
Whatever. Or texting always. It should be a conversation. It should be something.
I think it's harder now too because of the whole COVID shit, or even not even that, but like despite that, like I feel like more and more people literally, are on the phone. Yeah, but they just don't have like the confidence to talk to anybody. Yeah, it's just like they don't know how to do it. Yeah,
even the kids, like they don't call anymore. Like, nobody calls.
Well, that's why I try to call people. Like I try to call like some of my relatives because I know right now is a good time to call. So at least like they know that I'm thinking about them or actually trying to think about. Hey,
yeah, me and my cousins, we always like call each other.
Yeah, that's why.
Just talk.
Yeah, man. If I had your number, I'd call you.
I'll give you.
I'll call you late at night and stuff. I'm just messing with you, but no. Yeah, dude. But no, man, it was cool. It was cool being on here. Thank you. I really do appreciate it, man.
This was really fun.
I know I'm finally, more of a best friend than Sam. I get it now. So I'm just fucking with you. So.
No, I have like I like to keep my circle like with good people and shit like that, you know.
Yeah.
Like I don't have a best friend. Like I just like I have friends.
I know. I'm just fucking with you,
but
bro.
I want all my friends to be like
the best.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Like, you know,
that's how it has to be, man. You can't pick one over the other.
Yeah. Have people that bring you up and support you. And everything.
Yeah. That's how it has to be.
Yeah.
You can't bring all these negative people into your life. It's cool to have them just there, but when they start bringing you down and thinking, talking crap and stuff like that, it's not. What's the point of that?
Yeah.
Not even it's not even real friendship right there. That's just fake stuff. But no. I really do appreciate you, being on here. It's cool. And it's the first time being to the studio, little thing. Yeah. So,
it's nice just to do it in person, man.
Yeah.
And even though, it's the pandemic and everything, like, I'm glad we got to do it.
Yeah. I'm grateful my mom and dad said yes. Yeah. I was like, Mom, can I go to the studio and go? It's just like, all right. All right, cool. So we got it to work out. So it was cool.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful they said yeah. So.
All right. Yeah. Thank you everybody for listening.
Thank you. Appreciate you. All of you.
And it's actually like Martin Luther King Jr. Day when it comes out on Monday. So
okay.
Salute to him. You know?
Salute to him, man. I had a dream. Thank you.
Yep. And that's it, pretty much.
Yeah.
All right. Peace.
Take it easy.